struggling with not being flirted with or desired in her workplace, was extremely valid in her feelings.
Of course, if you're seeing something like that on a consistent basis every single day out of the week, you're going to feel some type of way.
Ugly, you somewhat become fine enough for them to at least want to smash. The fact that that's not even happening, yikes.
He has not felt desire.
Be quiet about it, but one thing really made me really upset.
I ain't got no panties on.
Do I look that mother bad?
We said search on Instagram.
Man, we on the clock on a little water spotter. Hoes just told my dog. Nothing me. My nigga gonna buy the plan B. What? Go and merchant. But he Amazon hold something different. Merchant. Yeah, nigga go buy the plan B.
Nothing me. My man is gonna buy the plan B. It's crazy. But I heard Amazon is kind of like being in the hood and girls are freaking on the job. I mean, it's like they got nothing better else to do. But guys, we're going to get into that during this video. I know a lot of you guys know about Amazon. If you know about Amazon, definitely tell me your story down in the comment. I definitely would love to tell you a story. I won't share your name. But I know things happen at the workplace. I remember back in the day where I worked at, things were happening. I didn't get involved. I would cause too much drama. I got involved outside of work. But that's what's happening. Girls are doing things that they get away with that you get fired anywhere else. We're going to get into it, guys. Let's go.
Some of the ladies there be more freaked out than the dude. I know y'all saw my video talking about how the dudes be freaked out. But bruh, some of these jobs, like I said, you in a warehouse, Amazon, something like that, them ladies is even worse. If you was a young dude in decent shape and you got hair on your head, because you know the average dude in there probably is old, out of shape, and don't got hair, you will be getting borderline harassed every single day. They trying to touch you and like fill up on you, always asking you some freaky ass questions. And the worst thing about it, bro, not that it make it okay regardless, is that the ladies who be working these jobs, bro, be looking chopped. Like they be like 25, 26, looking 42, rough, like liar to the built bad, all of that. So you'll have a lady that's like 27, look 50, look like someone just hit her in the face with over again. Just sitting there being overly freaky, for real, harassing you, bro. The worst, bro.
I'm trying to like be quiet about it, but one thing really made me really upset. I saw a girl and the dude playing around, like flirting and stuff like that. And it's like, damn, do I look that mother bad? For me not to have nobody flirting with me, damn. It's like half of it I hate. If all the dudes flirt with the other girls, dudes really don't flirt with me, or am I? It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. I know, it's probably because the way I'm shaped, all types of stuff. But I had to go in the bathroom because I was literally about to cry. Nobody flirts with me.
Who's gonna tell her?
And it's sad. Amazon, and they all go to the other girls. They walk right past me. I feel bad about it. I came to the bathroom so I don't cry. And I wish we was all the shape of boxes. If we was all the shape of boxes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you not at work to get that money and get that paycheck? Like, I fully understand, you know, you feel like you want. I don't understand. I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand. Now, when I see all those videos where I see women talking about male-centered, decenter male, is this what they mean? Is this the example of a person who's male-centered because you're at work? You're not on a dating site. You're at Amazon, I'm guessing the warehouse, and you're at work. And from what I know about warehouses, when people say about warehouses, you don't really want nobody from the warehouse. It's just a whole bunch of hunching going on at the warehouse. But I'm going to say, hey, here's some advice. If you want somebody, just start working on yourself. Because in the video, you start talking about being shaped like a box. Not my words, her words. She said that. Just work on yourself. Work on who you are as a person, and that person will find you. But looking for somebody at work when you should be on the clock trying to get dineros, money, I think this is what the ladies mean by male-centered.
This is my morning voice. It is what it is. Let's get into it. Thanks for the comment, but it almost feels very backhanded. Like, I understand what she's feeling, but the way she's feeling it is weird. Then how do you understand it? Like, you know what I'm saying? And you're not the only person who said it like this. You're not. For me, people who think like this are stuck on the wrong thing. Your thing is location. That's what it is. Your thing is location instead of the feeling. Let's get to the base here. It's not just work. She's saying work because that's where it's happening in her immediate area. It's not just work. That's life for her. Because if it was just work, Shorty would not have came on here talking about, oh my goodness, guys don't pay attention to me at my job. But when I'm in them streets though, everybody be coming to talk to me. Work would be null and void. Like it wouldn't matter for work. If the streets want you, why work gotta want you? You feel what I'm saying? So this is life for her, I'm going to assume. But it just makes it worse that it's concentrated in a place that you probably gotta spend 40 plus hours a week in. And thank you to everybody who's like, I do not understand what y'all not understanding. We all know our jobs are basically our primary living location. Of course, if you're seeing something like that on a consistent basis every single day out of the week, you're going to feel some type of way. I just want us to move off of the she's at work crying in the bathroom. She could have been at McDonald's. She could have been in her house. She could have been on the highway. The feelings are still valid. And TBH, it's not her wanting to be wanted at work. She just wants to be wanted. Are we not hearing the same thing?
Now, I think the lady's missing something. Why? Because if you search Amazon, you see tons of TikToks about Amazon. And you see girls saying different things like how easy it is to get play at Amazon. So I kind of understand how the lady feels. You keep hearing, I can get a man at Amazon, and then you're at Amazon and can't get no man. You feel a certain way. But if she's shaped like a box, I guess guys don't want nothing like a box. But let me show you guys a little bit of what ladies are saying and a little bit of how ladies are looking. Let's get into that.
I gotta leave you alone.
Do my dance on your dick, who you dance on your dick, know you love it.
Where you going?
Girl, work. It looks like I'm going.
Where you got that on?
Because you know the niggas be in there, so I'm trying to find my baby daddy actually.
In Amazon?
Yeah, all the niggas be in there, girl. You know we gotta dress to the part. Work.
Wait.
We gotta dress a part, girl.
Baby, you waiting to get sent home.
They ain't gonna send me home. Everybody be coming in here like that. This is actually like the uniform, to be honest.
I'm in her like, what you watching for? Hey, her nigga dropped it. Know you have a shawty peeking. I let your friends, you ain't coming.
Pull the panties off, dance floor.
I ain't got no on the dance. Got no panties on. I ain't got no panties on the dance floor.
All right. As far as I can see, they got all the freaks in Amazon. And this lady is really no competition. I feel bad for her. But she's not the only one out there that's going through things like this.
While she's working in the Amazon factory, that out of the women that work there, no dudes be trying to chat with her, talk to her, even say little slick shit at all. Out of all the women, she's the only one who don't get talked to. She's telling us this from her safe space in the factory in the bathroom, because she said she'd be going in there crying about it. And I've seen many women's think pieces on this, and y'all really don't know how to give no type of grace. But I am grace, so I'm going to give it to you, girl. A lot of y'all don't understand where she's coming from because you've never been in this type of situation. And I'm happy for you. You a pretty bitch.
congratulations. I'm just going to say it has happened to me because I'm just not desired in my area. I'm going to put me being fat to the side of that. I just don't think I physically, facial wise, am for this area. Now you add fat back on top of that subject. Now we just depleted all types of men. But we're going to stop invalidating other people's feelings because we're not going to sit here and pretend that every single woman tries to get talked to by every single man on the planet. That's not what happens. I know that's what we like to think that what happens, but that's not what happens. There has been plenty of times where I have been the one female that nobody has tried to say nothing to. Like nothing. They try to talk to me, say nothing slick to me, nothing. No diamond. I'm not saying I want to be harassed by nasty comments by men, but I'm saying that there have been times in my life where I could be one of 20 women in a room and ain't nobody speaking and saying to me. And the only time that they would say something to me is after they've heard stories of my encounters with men. And some of y'all do that here on TikTok. You don't think I peep, but I peep. That's why our conversations don't last, and that's why we don't talk like that no more. Because you piqued the interest only because you heard me say something. I know. Please. To cut this bit short, like, let's stop making it seem like your experience is the only experience in the world. There are women out there, i.e. me, who have lived in a world where they were not desired, talked to, looked at any type of way whatsoever, and the shit hurts. Let's stop pretending like the shit don't exist. Thank you.
No. What's happening is you ladies, because you just said, I say some things and then guys want me. You're a freak. These girls at Amazon are freaks. She wanted to be a freak. You saw what the other lady said? She said, okay, I'm all the girls just like this at Amazon. She wants to be loved. Every girl wants to be treated, not every girl, but a lot of girls want to be treated like a 304 because they want to be desired. It's sad, but it's very true. Might sound crazy, but it's true. And it's not a good thing. You shouldn't want that. But the way society is nowadays, most girls think that's what it's hitting for, but it's not. They're so misled, you know? And I'm kind of happy I don't have a daughter. I say yet, because you never know, but still, I have a son, and my son doesn't have to go through this. Because, man, I feel sorry for him. Really, I'd be hurt.
For a little bit, bro, and like the stuff that go on there is like kind of crazy.
If you work at Amazon, then you know Amazon is not a real place. So I got hired with this girl, and she was telling me all her business, how like she's married and she just had a baby, so that's why she started working here. So I started to notice she was flirting with this dude, and I'm like, girl, you married. The thing with Amazon is people be cheating because you there longer than you are with your family, because you working like 12 hours, 13 hours a day. She pops up pregnant. Again, okay? And she's telling me, she's like, girl, I gotta have sex with my husband because I have to have sex with him, but I'm pregnant. I'm like, you better have sex with that man. She's like, yeah. So she tells the dude at work, like, she's pregnant, right? Why did this man quit his job? He quit his entire job and went back to Mexico.
Who was upset that no one in the Amazon warehouse was hitting on her. And I don't understand why, because I think it's very easy to understand what she's saying. She has not felt desired for most of her life. People do not find her attractive. No one has been explicitly saying that they find her attractive.
Correct me if I'm confused, but didn't we spend the last couple of years talking about equality? So yes, the young lady who's crying in Amazon, what most of you guys or most of everyone is seeing is what's called equality. Just for a second, close your eyes and imagine a man, a male, got on here and said the same exact thing. Women would be roasting him. Dudes would already be roasting him because this is something we understand when you're growing up. Yes, you're not going to be the most attractive. Yes, people are not going to hit on you. But back to my original point, I am not confused. I fully understood what I saw in that video. I fully understood what it's like to not be desired, what it's like to be unattractive. You want to know how I fully understand that? Because I experienced it. And what did I do? Worked on myself. So when people are saying people were mean, no, that was literally equality. That's what happens when you tell everybody they're attractive. It is okay in life to understand you're not the most attractive. You're not everybody's cup of tea. But if you're at work where the paper, the money, the dinero is coming in, lock in and work.
That's true. And also, she got a dose of reality. But as he said, that's what happens when you tell every girl you're a 10. That girl is not a 10. And she knows it. She must have some family telling her the truth or something because she knows she's Miss Flatback. Or some guys probably told her. Not even trying to hurt her feelings. Just say, hey, you're not was hitting for. You saw the guy that was the first video where the guy said the girl said her man gonna buy her plan B. There's some hook boogers up there, girls and guys. So I could imagine what she's been told.
Where do you work at? Amazon. Oh my God, Amazon. You know, pussy I used to get on Amazon. Amazon is hoes. They load packages. They load packages and they slow dick. I'm telling you, all of them. How long you been working at Amazon? A month? You got some pussy yet? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You don't get no pussy. You don't get no pussy. You don't get no pussy. I ain't got no KD in a minute. It's been a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, I'm sorry. You can fix it. Why you talking shit? Like, shut the fuck up.
I genuinely feel bad for women that work at Amazon because the amount of times we get sexually harassed is crazy. You would think these old ass men would have some respect, being that they have daughters, being that they have a mother, but they don't give a fuck. And I just find that very sick, very trifling. Like, everybody here to do a job and you're
struggling with not being flirted with or desired in her workplace was extremely valid in her feelings, and anybody discrediting that is mean, really. Not only are you mean, you're also delusional. She was expressing a very human emotion. It is unfortunate, but I feel like at different times in people's lives, they might be in a room where you're like the last pick. Dating, flirting, relationships, those are very important parts of like the human experience. To feel like nothing that you did, just the way you were born, the way you look, means that you are excluded and disqualified from that is so hard. That is a hard pill to swallow. And to express that to us, maybe in hopes of just like getting it out, there's nothing wrong with that. But some of the responses I'm seeing, just like kind of ridiculing her, it's lame. And I would love to see what y'all look like. And I would love to see y'all's roster. That's the thing. People who really get motion, who really be in the field, they never move like that. They're never moving like that. They have nothing to prove. You're laughing and screaming because you need to prove to us that people desire you.
Baby, for the lady that was crying in the bathroom in the Amazon, the Amazon bathroom, baby, just do your job. You do not want to be mixing and having a relationship with people at the job. And you don't want to start rumors about, hey, look at so-and-so or what they're doing. Baby, go to work. You don't bring sand to the beach. Because that work romances cause too much drama. And you don't know outside of that job who they seeing, who they dating, and you don't want to be involved with somebody come up there and do something. Take care of yourself. If you feel like you need to work on yourself, work on you. That you may want to go to therapy, you may want to go to the gym. We got to work on ourselves first before we can do anything else. We have to love ourselves first before we go do all these other things. So that's my advice.
You can't pull no men at work is crazy. You need to be on that line getting packages out. Christmas is almost coming, Black Friday. You got bigger things to be focused on than men not wanting to sleep at work. But I will say, not being able to pull men at Amazon, that's some nasty work. That's some nasty work. Even the old heads, even the old unhappily married men.
It's funny. You just heard a young girl say she gets harassed by the old men. And she said not even the old men. I understand how that girl feels. Everybody's freaking off too. The girls are freaking off. The guys are freaking off. the guys are freaking off because it's easy. You heard the girl. She said, she had a song like, oh, she was dancing like, oh, I want you to freak this Uchi. Like, huh? So she's seeing this, hearing the stories, going, why can't I find somebody? Why? I understand, sweetheart.
Ain't flirting with you? I don't know what to tell you. You might really be chopped for real. Like, if you ain't getting no play in the Amazon warehouse and the old heads ain't messing with you, you gotta think, even if out in the real world you like a 3 or a 4, once you step foot in that warehouse, you become an automatic 8 or 9. Because that's how down bad the men in the warehouse be. The married ones, the single ones, ones with girlfriend, they be down bad. They be down bad. So even if you ugly, you somewhat become fine enough for them to at least want to smash. The fact that that's not even happening, yikes. But no, in all seriousness, you are focused on the wrong thing. You should never even be wanting to sleep with nobody where you work at. You ain't never heard the old saying, you don't S where you work? Yeah. Now get back on that line and get them packages out. Because if my stuff late, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah, and it's wild because this happened right before Christmas and also before Thanksgiving. This was around November. Why do you feel sad about that? But I get it. It's the videos. Like some of the ladies like, oh, yeah, I don't understand. Or, you people always talking about somebody. No. It's not because she can get guys outside or can't get guys outside. It's because she knows everybody's getting somebody at Amazon. People are not getting in trouble for dressing sexy at Amazon. It's like everything goes at Amazon. Jeff Bezos would be very disappointed right now, seriously, because I know he knows this. But I guess he doesn't care. He's like, hey, I'll give him jobs. As long as they keep the packages flowing, I won't fire him. But people are getting fired left and right. I don't want to get into that. But it's sad. I feel for the girl.
In that bathroom crying because she said no man wants to talk to her. They don't find her attractive, and she's so upset she in there crying. If you don't get your ass back out there and get that shit together and sort it, that's why our package is late. Because y'all women in the bathrooms crying instead of sorting our stuff out. Meanwhile, the men out there talking to the other women, keeping them happy. They ain't working either. Take your ass out there, get the shit together, and get my packages on time. You understand me? I've been trying to figure out why for the longest. Why do my stuff be late coming? I see why. Because y'all women, you and everybody else in them bathroom crying instead of doing your job. Why do you care if a man won't talk to you anyway? Is the only man in the world working at Amazon? This is my question. Keep you a job. It's a lot of women out here ain't got no job. At least you got a job. You got a job, go fix yourself up. Hang out a little bit. Get outside of Amazon, but not before you get my so my packages come on time. If y'all women don't get out them bathrooms and quit bullshitting around and get our stuff together, this is why my stuff be late. Get out there and do your job. Get out that bathroom and dry your eyes and stop crying.
Yeah, but I understand because this one guy said it. This one Spanish guy, he said, if you got somebody, especially a girl, that's been at Amazon, you're in trouble. And I said, wow. Because everybody's getting it. Spanish guys, and they got everybody there. Snow bunnies, Spanish, black girls. It's like you get to pick of the litter. That's why it's hard for her.
If you're dating an Amazon girl or UPS or FedEx, bro, just leave her. You're getting cheated on. And they're mentally fucked up, bro. Like, that shit's all bad, bro. Just leave.
The workers at Trader Joe's. So I went to Trader Joe's today in New York City. And I find that the Trader Joe's workers are freaky as hell. So I got my groceries, I walked around, pranced around the aisles, got my bell peppers, some popcorn, some chicken, whatever, because I'm healthy, of course. So I joined the line. The person at the front tells me, hey, go to register 16. So I walk over to register 16 and I see this absolutely majestic black lady. I walk up to her, I say, hey, how you doing? How's everything? And then she says to me, I'm good, how are you? I'm fine. So we get to talking and she's looking through my groceries, right? And she says to me, ooh, what are you making today for dinner? It looks like you're getting some ingredients for a fun little dinner. I said to her, I'm gonna make some jerk salmon with the Japanese sweet potatoes and some wild rice. You know what this girl said to me? She said to me, that sounds good. I know it tastes good. What? Excuse me? What do you mean you know it tastes good? And I asked her, I said, what do you mean by you know it tastes good? She said, wait, what are you talking about? I said, I'm talking about the food. What are you talking about? And then she smiled and said, oh, nothing, never mind.
That's a shock. That's a shock. But the freaks be freaking. Be very careful.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.